Good evening. I was waiting for 7 and it's a little before. So, waiting sometimes it's like, do you know how long a minute can be? Seems like forever when you're waiting for the clock to go from 6:59 to 7. So, I just wanted to let you know we're back here for the mental mind treatments, and I want to thank those who have emailed me their wants for a treatment. I will look forward to those of you who write in on the chat line so that I can see what it is that you're wanting. And as we're beginning, I'm just going to go over a couple of things. I put my newsletter out. When was it? Saturday? Yeah, last day of April, I guess it was, right? Somewhere in there. I worked on that. And first of all, I probably should say I'm a lot better. You'll hear my voice. It may not be 100% yet, but my voice is pretty well back to normal. I might have to cough a little bit because we're working on cleaning up the sinuses now, which I've never had in my life. I don't think that I remember ever having sinus issues, but it seems to be the final thing that is there. So I am much, much, much better. My energy is much more regular. I had a fairly busy afternoon, a fairly easy morning, but afternoon I had a couple of clients and then my printer didn't want to work. And I have people who know that if you email me by 6, I can print them off and then I can work with them. So I was doing a little bit of scrambling, running back and forth because it wasn't working. And then I thought, well, I better write them out. Meantime, I have something to eat, get ready, blah, blah. So you know how all that is and how that works. And I appreciate those who have come in and watching live, which is really, really good. So I just want to go over a couple of things before we begin to do the treatment work. I'd like a few more. I have some regulars that usually come in and say what they would like. So I would prefer that to begin with. But during my newsletter, I just wanted to say I have a workshop happening May 14th where we unfreeze some of our frozen inner children. For those who have listened to Norma Talks on Wednesday, you'll hear me occasionally give a talk about how we freeze in space and time. So it's a little workshop, a couple of hours, 2.5 hours. And the price is right, I feel. So if anyone is interested in that, let me know. You can always contact me through the website, normacowie.com. And then on the 21st, Saturday the 21st, I'm doing mini readings. So again, you can contact me about that. Other than that, it's just regular consultations and transformations that I do. It's good to be back in working again. I'm just going to get a Kleenex here. My nose is dripping a bit here. That's getting because we're clearing this out. So anyway, as nobody has written anything yet, and I will go until I've got these done because that was my goal is to do. Let me explain a little bit about how I came to do mental mind treatments. Many, many years ago, I was involved with a center in New Zealand. I'm not sorry. Many years ago, I was in New Zealand, but I wasn't involved in a spiritual group back there. I left too young. But anyhow, they were connected and to a bit larger group, which I ended up actually going all the way through to become a minister at one time. Didn't stay being a minister. I was a little too metaphysical for that. In that group, I am a minister again, but with another group. But anyhow, I learned what they called spiritual mind treatments. Now, I'm a psychic. And what began to happen in my treatments, I would begin to get this information. And some people didn't agree with that. They didn't like what I said. Well, I don't know what I'm going to say until I say it. And so anyway, that's one of the reasons why I was not with that group for over time. Probably also, too, just where I was in my life. I wasn't considering a few things. But one of the things I've always done is often incorporated the treatments within my work. So can't call them spiritual mind treatments because they're more. So I wanted to have a different title. So that's why these are called mental mind treatments. And I see my dear Karen is back with a note. I just want to read that and we can begin to get going. Yeah. She says, can you do a group treatment for all of us to remember to continue to do our personal development regardless of the unfortunate outside events happening in the world? It's really interesting you mentioned that today, Karen, because I had a thought, a reminder actually come through to remember to think and give energy to the results you want, not what is happening. So this is very much in line, and I feel very personally involved with this because I'm the same way. So yes, my dear, I can do one for all of us. So let us begin. I'm going to do a quick one for myself, knowing that there is one power in one essence, and I'm connected to that. And the information which needs to come through for each person will come through with ease and grace, and that we will be all enhanced by that. Okay, so I'm just thinking of Karen and all the people that get upset, which we do, with what's going on. So here we go. I know there is one power and there's one essence in all things. And therefore, I speak my word for Karen and anyone else who listens and feels that it responds to them. I know that certain world events go on and which create a tremendous emotional response for many reasons. A, we may not go along with it, or B, we're afraid of it, or many, many other things. But I also know that in the one power and the one essence, which is all loving, that it is important to maintain that knowingness. It is important to maintain the sense there is one power and the one essence. And remember that thought creates. And that is how the universe knows what each person desires and wants in the whole things. And if we move into fear, then it thinks that's what you want. And fear is a powerful emotion. So when we have thought and emotion working together, we see the result we want. And then the result, we know this is the answer we are wanting. This is what we're putting out. So as more and more people think in relation to what they are specifically wanting and the sort of say the bigger picture, rather than resulting in fears, oh, I don't want this and I don't want that, then it makes the universe much more in alignment. It pulls things into an alignment. It pulls people's thoughts into an alignment. And therefore, it can respond by certain circumstances happening over which we have no control, but create a result that we want. And so I give thanks for the knowing this. I give the thanks and being aware of this. I give thanks and saying, thank you, thank you, thank you, that we, each one of us who listens to this and remembers to truly know how we want things to be, no matter what it looks like, no matter where it is. And so I give thanks for this and knowing by saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. I just want to say, I quite often have to give this information, or you might, I don't want to say advice, but in a way of looking at life to a lot of people, not only in their personal life, but in their business life. See what you want and don't get away from the fear that it's not going to work. And as I said, I had a little coming in myself saying, hey, get your mind into what it is you're wanting. So thank you. And also being asked by another person, another Karen, but a Karen Lee, if I am feeling better. Yes, much, much, much better. So that's good. A lady by the name of Jackie Chick is saying hi. I say hi back. Thank you for being on here. I sincerely appreciate this. So Karen Lee, you said, wondering if you could help me, please. Yes, of course. Having terrible time sleeping for more than an hour at any time. Okay, I understand that. And that usually means if you're not consciously aware of the thinking patterns, that they're happening deeper. And when they're happening deeper, you got to go there and find out what the worry, what the concern is. So let me see. I just have to clear my throat a little bit. Excuse me. I just took some pills before that I need to take right now for the sinus stuff, and it's sort of dripping down, dripping down, which is not my favorite thing to have happen. Okay. I know then the one power and the one essence, as I speak my word for Karen Lee, that sleeping is really important for many reasons. Takes away the body tension. And as I tune into your vibration, Karen Lee, I feel that this is a body tension, not a mental tension, but a body tension. And that the body needs to let go the buildup of the tension of the day. I feel I want to like run my arms out, or I want to, but it's as though needs to be a form of either exercise, or you may have probably already have some of these in a warm bath, a letting go of from the body pressures that have happened during the day. There's awareness that the body needs to relax before you go busy, 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 and then into bed. It's like it needs a time to assimilate. Now, I mentioned earlier about mind, and the mind usually is one of the reasons that we can't sleep. But I really feel it's just body tension and the need for the body to let go of the tension of the day, the week, the month. I want to go back about 4.5 to 5 months when this, in a way, began. The body tension began. I don't see it before that, and allowing yourself to let go of those things that create pressure inside. It's like you're sleeping with your fists rather than relaxed, and the body is feeling that pressure. So just allow it to breathe out and do what your body wants you to do, whether it's to go for a little walk, whether it's to do whatever, but it needs to be relaxing, not pressure. It needs to be not something that you are forced upon or anything. It needs to be relaxed, whether it's music on and you've, I don't know, I feel I need some form of movement. So maybe some kind of yoga going to bed, or just stretching, letting go the tension, letting go. And then in letting go, remind the body that all is well, that everything always works out. Doesn't matter how it's going to work out. Just the key is to know it's going to work out. And just letting that whole thing move away. You're going to find yourself, it's going to feel a lot better. So I'm going to take a big breath as I move into thank you, as we let go this thought form so that Karen Lee can be relaxed, peaceful, and sleep. And allow the body, just being at one with the body. Give the body some visualization, maybe, of beautiful climes you'd like to visit where it's warm and nice and the water's warm, and give anything to do to relax it, okay? Anything to do to relax it. That's what's going to be important. Okay, so that was that one for today. And Karen, the original Karen, thanks me for the insight. And I like the way she says, as always. That's kind of neat. Now, what was interesting, I'm going to move to my papers I got here. What was interesting was last week after I was finished, I received an email. And it's from Annette. And Annette wrote, she said, this can be for next week when your voice will be much more rested. That's true, because even now I still can only talk. And I've talked quite a bit this afternoon. I found this incredibly interesting. I did not look at it till tonight because I thought, no, I'm not going to go there. I'm just going to see what we have tonight, because I knew that last Monday I was all wrapped up because I didn't see it till the next morning. She says, I have some dreams that bring symbols of catastrophes. That's always tinged. Lately, some of the symbols have new meanings and some premonitions that I'm trying to sort out. And your prayers will be super helpful to my confused mind. So let's see, Annette, what we get, okay? So knowing that there's one power and one essence, and I can speak my word for Annette as we join together in what I call sometimes the great soup of life and the essence of life. I speak my word for an it. Yes, sorry. An it. In relation to the dreams. I know that if I ask for the meaning, that it will come. And my feeling here is that you allow them to come in, but you don't request or ask for the meaning. And if you do, you're not asking for it in an effective way so that you're getting the meaning. The key is when you're given these, you need to also be given what, when, where, and how, so to speak, to give the meaning of them. Now, this means a little bit more of expansion and a little bit more of an awareness that is information. And when we're having dreams and they're coming in, that information can change for sure. But in the meantime, it's for you to figure out what do I do with, I feel like, what do I do with this? I feel like you've got a stock load of information, and that's what it feels like, stocking, in stocking up, you've got a backload. But what are you going to do with this information? What do you do with it? Do you share it, or do you hold it it's like in a safe almost? This is all the information I have. I just feel that there needs to be a little bit more understanding and a bit more free flowing with it. A little bit maybe sharing with others for see what they make of it, or being aware. It's so locked, it's so tight that it's very difficult to get a real meaning. And I think that's why you've got here a confused mind, is because you're trying to sort out rather than asking for what it specifically means. I think you need to be a little bit more direct rather than having all this information you don't know quite what to do with. Premonitions can be premonitions. You don't tell me here how often they come true, or if you're having premonitions way in the future, which some people do. But it's really, I think, of you asking, not only give me the symbology, which is what you're getting, but what is it? What does that mean? Or what does it pertain to? What does it relate to? So that you have that little bit more information to know what you want to do and how you want it to go. So I know that is by asking for yourself to understand a little more, that there is more understanding and more awareness and more knowingness. Unless I have details, it's very difficult for me to say, oh, this could mean this, that, or the other, or whatever. I'm just feeling that here is that you need more information. And in needing more information, you don't have to sort it out. You have to ask for how things sort out. What does this mean? Ask that. You'll get an answer. It doesn't mean you have to be in your dreams. It could be just come in like I do. I'll say, well, what is going, when I'm working sometimes, I don't, well, what does this mean? And I just hear it or see it or wherever. It depends. You see it in different ways. But I know that you're open to need to open a little more. And in the opening, that all things come to you with ease and grace. And I give thanks for this. I give thanks in knowing that it is easier and much more effective in relation to dealing and handling with all these wonderful things. So I wish you well. You can email and let me know if that made sense to you or not. And if you were able to do that, that would help. I also see that Karen Lee wrote a little bit of an answer here about 4.5 months ago that she decided to retire. And I'm trying to get into that mindset and not worry that I've made the correct choice. I will try to relax and move more. I think, and that's, I want to say thank you for letting me know that, because it's about knowing that things will unfold exactly as you need them to. And if your body is having a panic attack about retiring, something is under that. Something is under that, whether it's worry about money, whether it's worry about what are you going to do with yourself. You need to go a little deeper and get that, because you got to get the pressure out of the body. Okay. That'll make that truly, truly easy. Okay, those is what's written up. Now I'm going to go to another email one here from my friend Kayla. Thank you, Kayla. You help me every week to put this. She's asked to treat for a renewed confidence and much joy in her artistic creativity and painting, releasing fear and feeling safe as she comes back into the world again. Okay, let's just move into that place. I know there is one power and one essence, and I also know that we are all connected, and therefore I speak my word for Kayla. As I speak my word for Kayla, I know that I can breathe in the confidence. Excuse me again. I shouldn't have had the certain pills before I did this, so I apologize. I know that as you breathe in confidence and joy, your artistic creativity in all the world, whether it's your painting or other things that you do, just begins to flourish. Fear dissipates. You feel safe, you feel aware, you feel a sense of purpose. And what happens with that, because there is no fear and there is this only safety and creativity and the confidence within, with the joy that you actually have within yourself, you begin to expand your world and it looks beautiful. It's like the world becomes a garden of flowers. And I really honestly see that. And I feel like, oh, there's a painting in this. All these flowers. They're the kind of flowers that open up and greet the sun and allow the sun to come in and be there. And they're different colors. There's many colors of them. And it's you blossoming in a new and a different way than you have before. Your artistic creativity, your awareness of life is changing. It's working with where you are in relation to your life. It's working into knowing fear can dissipate. That's other people's stuff. You feeling safe, you being aware that your inspiration is changing. And I think some of this may be a bit fearful because what you have done in the past may not be coming through as easily as it has. So that's a little concern. I want you to be opening the new page so you're looking in the new direction that you're moving into. Because I feel where you're heading is totally supported by the universe, totally supported by your guides or angels or however you look at that energy that's there. And I know that as you move forward, the expansion of not only your heart and your awareness, but there's no room for fear. There's no room for feeling unsafe because it's as though life is there for you to manifest how you feel, how you know, how you want in every which way. It's the knowing of this for Kayla that I say, thank you, thank you, thank you to the great design of life. And I know that as we move forward and I release this thought out into the universe of being, that this is already done because it's already started happening. There is only light, love, and support for you. So, my dear Kayla, breathe in, let go of the old, and be aware that newness is coming for you or to you because it's all around. So, I think it's already there. It's just it's a little unusual from what you were used to. I give thanks for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Before I go into this next page I've got here. Okay, Marianne. She said, I have found the most perfect, she's found the most perfect home for me, which will accommodate all my health needs and my worldly wants. Now I need to manifest the ability to be able to live there. Will you help me with this? Of course. Yes. I love doing mental mind treatments to find what the blocks are, release them, and clear them. So, in a way, what you're looking for is abundance so that you can create this home wherever it comes from. As I move into Marian's vibration, as I sense and feel the desire and the want and the joy about this particular place that she's found, it's like the chorus of heavenly angels. It's trumpets. They're not singing. It's trumpets playing, heralding, saying, oh, we've been waiting because this is time. This is the place. It reminds me of the place where you looking for in all the wrong places. And finally, okay, we have this place. Now is for you to be like those trumpets, is to open up and allow the abundance in without prejudice of how it shows up, without any concept of where and how. This is not for you to decide. This is a heavenly message, and this will be a heavenly presentation from whichever direction it may come. And it may come from many different directions, because I see that the angels with the horn, with these horns, is that what they get called? I think it's trumpets. Trumpets is a better word. Blowing and heralding a new dawn, heralding a new day, heralding a new awareness. And all it is for you to open your arms and say, lay it on me, bring it to me. Let me, my world, fill with the abundance that is required to be in this beautiful, wonderful home that is exactly where I need to be. And within that, I know that the heavenly forces is there. They are acting. And I'm just going to call in maybe some more other energies, that everybody is in accord. Everybody is just allowing that to occur and to happen. And there's great celebration on almost every level that I can see anyway. It's just a matter now of going, thank you, thank you, thank you for the monies, for the everything to fall into place with ease and grace. And I said, give thanks without any expectations, because knowing it is there is enough. And knowing that it will show up, and knowing that it will be it's given to you, because it is your gift. And I say, on behalf of Marion, I say, thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. Amen. Oh, I like that. That's one's very, very nice. Okay. Annie. Hi, Annie. Nice to see you tonight. I just want to see what she's written here. So sorry I squint and move over, but I need stronger glasses for the print. I don't know how you make that print bigger. Christ light fill our home and beings after a week of construction noise below us. Oh gosh, yes. Creative, new energetic communication with the divine and mankind. Oh, okay. I know there is one power in one essence, and as I speak my word for Annie, I know that construction noise will leave. Unfortunately, it leaves on its time, not your time. So it is the amount of finding the peace and the solitude within yourself while the noise is happening. However you choose to do that, whether it is to leave the building, whether it is to put earphones on, whether it is just to go to the quietest place in your place, because it will not last forever. And what is happening here is it noisy right now, but it's not going to last. It's definitely not lasting. So we're just going to give it a little bit of a hurry up, that the noise can be completed and leave, so that the quiet and solitude and how you want everything to be in your home will happen and occur as fast and as quick and as effective as possible. Because sometimes we want fast or quick and it doesn't last, or it's not as effective as we want. There is this essence of patience that is being realized, an essence that everything is in its right place. And as it's in its right place, you can breathe, and you can breathe out. And instead of concentrating on the noise, concentrate where in your home or where outside of your home is the quietest place for you. I know this won't last, and I know that it's going to be over very, very quickly. So we give thanks and knowing for Annie that there will be opportunity to be in the quiet and the ease and all of those things. And for this, I say thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. Amen. Okay, Karen Lee just is replying to my treatment that I did. Thanks again. I know deep down that the universe will provide, but I also have concerns about not just surviving, but flourishing financially. Well, because you'll just go and start something else new, and therefore there will be great flourishing. Oh, yes. I know that. You're not going to be, it's not going to be, oh, I've retired. That's it. Hey, I've had to change how I do my life many times based on circumstances and awareness, and I'm still going. So know that. Know there'll be other opportunities, other awarenesses, things will come to you, and that the universe will provide more than maybe even than you ever experienced. Okay. Now I have another email here from Connor. He knows who he is. And he wanted to ask for a treatment around getting a summer internship. Okay. I know there is one power and one essence. And in knowing that, I join with Connor in knowing that the right opportunity will come to me, and it will come from an unexpected source. And I will have the summer internship that will lead to much more, actually, and with ease and grace. And for that, I give thanks for Connor. I give thanks for knowing that. Relax, allow, and because it will come to you. I don't think you're going to have to do that much. I think it's coming to you. And all you have to do is give thanks for it, because it's going to come and it's going to lead to so much more. So I give thanks and just saying patience, relax, allow it to come in and be happy, because it's going to have great consequences. And so I give thanks by saying thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm sorry about my throat all of a sudden. I know better next week not to have any pills before I talk. Okay, this is for B. This is about clarity and ease regarding health and family. And as I move into the oneness, I know as I speak my word for B, that clarity and ease regarding health and family and all the family members will be resolved with ease and grace. Patience is a large part of this. The allowing of time, realizing time heals, and allowing the healing to take place, and of knowing that the universe has your back no matter what's happening. Even if you don't like it, know that it's for your highest and best. So this is about relaxing. This is about being at ease. I give thanks and knowing that the ease regarding the family, the health, that all is happening right with ease and grace. Whew, big breath on that one. The next one I'm going to do is I'm just going to say it's for C. Again, very similar, but different. This is for trust and faith in the future, and especially business. Now, I know that in the one power and the one essence, we're all joined, and therefore I'm able to speak my word for C by knowing that the trust and faith in life means the letting go of fear and worry. As one lets go the fear and worry, there is more room for the trust and faith to take place. There is more room in the vibration to allow things to unfold as they need to. But not only that, it also means that you're able to listen to yourself with effectiveness. And instead of getting caught up in your mind, that you can feel with your heart and your gut. And as you feel in your heart and your gut, everything shows itself clearly and you know exactly. So the faith and the trust in yourself is what helps you in the future in regarding your business, your personal life, everything about it, your employees, the whole ball of wax. And so I know that it's about relaxing. I know it's about having trust and faith in the end result. I know that the future, and especially the business, is going to flourish with ease because you let go of the worry and the tension. And as you let go of the worry and the tension, everything comes together with light, love, and enjoyment for all. And for that, I give thank you, thanks all over the place. And so it is. Amen. I'm also going to do one for, and I'm going to say D. I know that there is one power in the essence. And I know that when we connect fully with that power, with that love in particular, we can let go of all our past pains and our experiences. We can relax like being soothed and rocked in the loving force. And we can fill up as we release and let go the past. We can have it become in a whole different way. So we don't have to see it on the outside because it is not on the inside. It is often forgotten that what we see on the outside is a representative of the inside. And sometimes we go looking for what we have on the inside and it reinforces, oh, yeah, because that's what life's like. But the reality is, if we know the lovingness that is there, is that we don't have to relate to others' pain. We don't have to feel it. We don't have to resonate with it. We can empathize. We can know, but we can let go because our pain and our experiences are cleared. So I give thanks in knowing that D is able to let go of past pain and experience and rejoice in the beauty and the love and the creation of life. And as I let this go, I say thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. And as I don't have any more, I think we have finished all the emails coming in. Remember, you can always email me. So I'm not peering here. I trust that the words that have been spoken to tonight resonate. I trust that you realize that there is this large force out there that loves you beyond measure and wants you to have what you want. But it's when you fear, when you worry, when you get upset. And believe me, I had to learn all this. I had to learn it because I was a worrier. I lived in my head and I had to learn to let go and think about what I wanted. And that's exactly the message that was given to me 3 days ago when I was getting concerned about something that was happening in the world. And it came to me. If you're going to put a lot of attention into that, it's just going to continue. Is that what you want? No, that wasn't what I wanted. So think and give your attention to what you want. And if every person begins to do that, if every person begins to visualize and sense and know, it's knowing that really makes it work, by the way, of what they want, it can occur. It can be. If you want peace, if you want harmony, if you want restrictions gone, if you want other things dissipating, if you want a culture to change, every person who has an idea of how you want that builds. And so the universe begins to work and begins to work together to have what you want, not what you don't want. We forget that. We go along and we just don't apply our minds and our feelings to what we want in our lives. Anyway, that calls for this week. My voice is kind of fading. Sorry, and I won't take any pills until after I've done this next week, but I'm learning. And I look forward to hearing from you during the week. You can always email me. If you don't have my personal one, go to my website. It will tell you where it is, and you can contact me either through the site. If you're not connecting with the newsletter, sign up for the newsletter. You'll find out what workshops and what other things I'm doing. In the meantime, I will be back Wednesday and again Sunday. And next Monday, I'll be back doing mental mind treatments. Wishing you well. Bless you. Thank you for being here. Night now.